Hi everyone, and very good evening to one and all present today. So I am Gaurav Zakate from Quantsapp, and today we will be looking at the tools demo of the Concept application. We will see how you can use these applications in your day-to-day life, or maybe for the longer perspective of a week or month. We can see how you can have a more efficient way of looking the options data for doing your trades. So today we will be taking around 3 to 4 tools for the demo purpose, and we will be looking. So will if I say tools, so we are looking at the built up tool, FNO news. Then we will have the triggers, and on the last we will see the comparative analysis. So before proceeding, I would like to highlight some part of the this demo session. So we are more specifically looking at the data analysis, how you can do the data analysis through the concept tool. Then we are looking towards how you can utilize those particular tools, or how you can utilize them in your trading for the more accuracy of your data selection. uh, I would like to brief, like give a small brief about the concept. So back in 3 years, so like we started in 2018, sorry 17. So from there to here, we had just 9 tools when we started. Now we are on the phase of, we have 48 tools now, out of which 30 tools which we are in the free count, and 17 tools are in the premium, and the one tool that comes into the premium algorithm, that one tool comes in the premium algorithm, that is concept option optimizer. So we'll start our demo session with the built up tool. So have you tried looking at the prices of any stock? Let's suppose if I say that prices ऊपर जा रहे हैं बॉस, या prices नीचे आ रहे हैं, पर ये इंडिकेट क्या कर रहा है? हमेशा जरूरी नहीं कि अगर प्राइस ऊपर जा रहे हैं या नीचे आ रहे हैं तो वो उसका मतलब है कि उसमें बाइंग हो रही है या सेलिंग हो रही है. देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ अदर थिंग्स. So if you look more closely in terms of options, we look how the data is behaving, how the data is changing, जो एक क्लियर पिक्चर देता है to look into that. Okay बॉस, अगर प्राइसेस बढ़ रहे हैं तो उसके साथ मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स की पोजीशंस कैसे चेंज हो रही है. So if I let's go in the built up. So we will see how you can utilize this tool, and which comes very practical and which comes very handy if you have an idea about the small idea about the build up, or even you don't have. We will see today कि आप, how you can have the better clear idea about the what is built up, or the types of built up, and how to look into the data. So this is the tool which I see in the morning session, and here I take the things like देखता हूँ कि as a uh, from looking at this is a top to bottom approach, looking at the whole market first, looking कि boss की पूरा market क्या कर रहा है, then looking into, after looking into कि okay ये कि पूरे मार्केट का बिल्टअप कैसा है, लाइक निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी, उसके बाद डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स का बिल्टअप कैसा है, then going specifically to one stock, two stocks, so looking there in a particular sector की market कैसा है. So we will be looking how you can utilize this. So what the first thing first I do, in the morning first I see how is the built up that is going on the broader two index, that are nifty bank nifty. So before proceeding, if I say built up क्या है, so if I say here कि बॉस यहाँ प्राइजेस कम हो रहे हैं, if I say निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी, निफ्टी अराउंड 1.4% कम था, बैंक निफ्टी लगभग लगभग 2% कम था. बट इसका मतलब क्या है ये जो प्राइस गिरे हैं मतलब यहाँ पे सेलिंग तो हुई है, ओके बॉस, पर इसके साथ क्या यहाँ पे मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने अपनी पोजीशन निकाली है या बढ़ाई है? दैट्स गिव अ बेटर idea what kind of built up is going, how the market participants are looking into this price fall or price rise. सो अगर मैं कहूँ कि निफ्टी, लेट्स टेक बैंक निफ्टी, तो बैंक निफ्टी ऑलमोस्ट 1.9% आज गिरा है, पर इसके साथ ऑलमोस्ट 16% से ओआई बिल्टअप हुआ है, विच इज गिविंग मी इंडिकेशन कि जो प्राइस फॉल हुआ है उसमें उसमें लाइक इन द शॉर्ट प्राइसेस आर गोइंग डाउन, इस चीज में भी मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने अपनी पोजीशंस बढ़ाई है ऑन द शॉर्ट साइड. सो विच इज गिविंग मी आइडिया, ओके बॉस, प्राइसेस गिरे फिर भी ओआई इंक्रीज हो रहा है, मतलब मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट दिस प्राइस फॉल. नाउ देयर माइट बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि यहाँ पे प्राइस फॉल हुआ है और उसके साथ ओआई भी कम हुआ है, मींस ओपन इंटरेस्ट जो है वो भी कम हुआ है. So this particular section, if we are looking into the concept, this particular section, so the price are taken as not the spot price. So this is the future price of that particular index or stock. Prices गिरे हैं, OI बढ़ा है. This is giving me a short built up यहाँ पे हुआ है, where the market participants were confident about that prices are falling down, और उस fall में भी, prices fall में भी उन्होंने positions बढ़ाई है, open interest बढ़ाया है. So this is giving a clear significance, even they are confident about the price fall. Now there might be a possibility, so we are looking into how you can use this tool. We are looking at the demo, but we are also looking to how you can read the data. That's more than demo. So if I say that अगर यहाँ पे प्राइस के साथ अगर OI भी गिरा होता, that would have been counted as the long unwinding, जहाँ पे प्राइस और OI दोनों गिर रहा है. तो there might be a possibility कि जो जिनके पास ऑलरेडी सी दे आर बुकिंग देयर पोजीशंस, दैट इसलिए उनका ओआई, उसलिए उस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक या इंडेक्स का ओआई भी कम हो रहा है और प्राइसेस भी कम हो रहे हैं. पॉसिबिलिटी that so there might be possibility ki profit booking ho rahi है at that level. So you would have now this is a point where we are looking कि कैसे एक प्राइस फॉल तो हुआ है, बट हाउ वी आर लुकिंग इनटू इट इन द सेंस ऑफ कि उस प्राइस फॉल में ओपन इंटरेस्ट बढ़ रहा है या ओपन इंटरेस्ट कम हो रहा है. सो इफ आई से टॉक अबाउट टुडे, तो आई कैन सी इन अ ब्रॉडर पर्सपेक्टिव, निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी, ओआई, सॉरी, प्राइजेस हैज फॉलन डाउन. अब ये प्राइजेस तो गिरे हैं, पर इसमें प्राइजेस गिरने का मतलब क्या, एज इन प्राइजेस जो गिरे हैं वो आइदर पॉसिबिलिटी की लॉन्ग बिल्टअप हुआ और देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि यहाँ पे शॉर्ट बिल्टअप हो रहा, which gives a significant amount of data, which gives significant amount of idea what market participants are doing. So if I can say there's a short build-up, means prices gain and OI bada, and there's a around 16% significant increase in the year OI. So as I said, the built-up tool is a top-down approach. So you are first looking at the market, how the Nifty, Bank Nifty, broader perspective is doing, how this stocks in this particulars is doing. So this is the first thing which I do. Then if I say, if you can see here, this is the market breadth, और यहाँ पे clear indication मिलता है कि after looking into the Nifty, Bank Nifty, how the whole FNO segment is doing, what are the different kinds of built up that is going on. So here you can see sorry, कि पूरे FNO सेगमेंट में कितने वो स्टॉक्स है जो लॉन्ग में है, शॉर्ट में है, लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग में है या शॉर्ट कवरिंग में. So even this is telling me a good picture that around out of 138 140 stocks, with जो पूरे FNO में है उसमें से around only 6 stocks are in the long. So which is indicating कि मार्केट में पूरे मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट का कॉन्फिडेंस और नॉट लाइक confidence तो है, पर more on the short side. They are not confident that prices will go up. You can see the ratio of long and short of the whole segment. And if you see about the shorts, so number of stocks which are in the short, that is 103. So, boss, this is something you should be looking at, doing your top-down average, because this built-up tool is giving a much broader view of looking into data, the number of stock that are in the long, number of stocks in the short. Then, if you can see the long unwinding and short covering. So, I'll quickly take you through the types of built-up now. So, we have discussed about the short, that prices are going down, OI बढ़ रहा है. लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग भी देखा, जब प्राइजेस कम होते हैं और साथ में ओआई भी कम होता है. एंड फिर है लॉन्ग. सो लॉन्ग इज व्हेन द प्राइजेस आर गोइंग अप एंड द न्यू पोजीशन इज बीइंग मेड. So that is OI also increasing and the prices are also going up. So that's long. So that's a more confident. So market participants are putting more confidence on the long side. As I mean, if the prices burn or market participants in the whole. If I'm talking about the whole market participants are putting more confidence about that price increase. And when it's short, that market participants are look more confident about the falling price. And long unwinding is generally prices are going down and the OI is also going up. So we'll generally take as a profit booking, because I see as a profit booking because now the positions which are already in long, वो सारी positions अब निकल रही हैं. And उसके साथ पोजीशन निकलने के साथ कोई नई पोजीशन, लाइक दे आर नॉट न्यू शॉर्ट पोजीशन, देयर इज अ डिक्लाइन इन द ओल्ड पोजीशन, which means कि जो पुराने प्लेयर्स, जो पुराने मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर होल्डिंग द लॉन्ग पोजीशन, नाउ टेकिंग बैक देयर पोजीशंस. दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ profit booking scene. And in the last, the short covering. So what is mean by short covering? Short covering is when the prices are going up. तो अभी बॉस प्राइजेस ऊपर जा रहे हैं, पर अब यहाँ पे जितनी भी पोजीशन थी, ऑलरेडी शॉर्ट पोजीशंस थी मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स की, वो अपनी शॉर्ट पोजीशंस रिवर्स कर रहे हैं. मतलब दे आर सेटिंग ऑफ देयर शॉर्ट पोजीशंस. So this is a way of looking into the built up, or which gives a more significant idea. So if I say for the bank nifty, price decline is like almost 2% and OI increase means by 16%, which is good indication कि price fall में market participant ने अच्छा confidence दिखा रहा है for the fall in the price. And if I look into the whole FNO market, this giving a more clear picture कि 140 में से around 100 around 103 स्टॉक जो है वो शॉर्ट में, like the short side of the whole FNO segment is very strong. बट वही अगर देखें लॉन्ग साइड में, तो इससे इसकी ज्यादा स्टॉक्स नहीं है जिन पे भरोसा मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट ने दिखाया फॉर द प्राइस राइज. एंड सेम वाइज जहां पे प्राइस राइज हुआ है वहां पे अपनी मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने पोजीशन निकालना स्टार्ट किया. एंड इफ यू सी द लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग मींस प्राइस एंड ओआई बोथ आर डिक्रीजिंग. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि प्राइजेस तो कम हुए और इसके साथ में लॉन्ग पोजीशंस भी हटी हैं. सो लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग भी काफी ज्यादा है, शॉर्ट भी काफी ज्यादा है. So overall, I can see कि around 100 plus 132 stocks में से 141 stock में से 132 तो के prices आज गिरे. So this is one of the way of which I do looking into this built up, and this is how. So this is a way of looking more precisely into a build-up tool, which is giving me a good, significant idea of how the market participants are looking into the whole market. So this is the first part which I do in the morning, looking into data. Then this is my continuous process of looking into the built-up section, which gives a significant idea about the market participant. Now moving further, so there are lots of section in the built up. So you might see symbol which we were in, then cycle, future OI. So this is about the particular stocks. And if I look into, then there's a sector. The same way we can look into the sector cycle and sector OI. So what I used to do, what I prefer, that looking into the more broader picture first, then going to the stocks. So how the built up, I told you this is a top down approach. So we have seen the market, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and the whole FNO segment. Now I will see about the sector. So after now I'm looking here how a particular sector is doing, how the built up, how the cumulative built up of all the stock in that particular sector, or the price movement of that particular sector is happening. So now I know that whole market, whole FNO stock, FNO segment is in on the short side. We saw around 132 stocks were on the like price has declined, 103 stocks just short में थे. Now there is a possibility कि कई sectors होंगे जो अभी भी positive हों, और there is a possibility कि कोई sector downside. And why we have built up here, we have given the sector built up because a sector represents the stocks in it. And if I want to see cumulative, like suppose I do see about metal, I see pharma, PSU bank, NBFC, then private bank, cap good, FMCG, auto ancillaries, auto. There's a whole lot of stocks in the FNO segment. बट हैविंग अ सेक्टर पिक्चर गिव्स एन आइडिया कि ओके बॉस, आज ऑटो सेक्टर इन स्पेसिफिक डाउन है. कितना डाउन है मैं देख सकता हूँ, और इसमें हाउ द ओआई हैज इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज, जो एक क्लियर पिक्चर देता है अबाउट द प्राइस चेंज. सो इफ आई वांट टू सी कि प्राइसेस ऊपर तो जा रहे हैं बॉस, और ऊपर जाने के साथ साथ में या तो उसमें ओआई कम हुआ है या डिक्रीज हुआ है, जो एक क्लियर बताता है कि आज पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर कैसे बिहेव कर रहा है या पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर का मूवमेंट कैसा है. सो इफ आई से जैसे आज हमने देखा कि काफी ज्यादा स्टॉक्स शॉर्ट में थे, सो अराउंड 103 इन दिस शॉर्ट. सो आई कैन से अज्यूम कि लॉट्स ऑफ द सेक्टर it's also in the short side. So I can say, so if I arrange this data according to OI first, so now I can see auto ancillaries. Auto ancillaries as a whole has declined by 3.15% and OI has increased. Means auto ancillaries may that's a cumulative data of all the FNO stock that are into the auto ancillary sector. Sorry. So price has declined over 3% and OI built up जो हुआ है यहाँ पे 12% हुआ है. मतलब auto ancillaries में market participants are looking more on the short side. They are more confident about the price decline. Then FMCG, the price is not that significant, but though OI is on the good side. Then if I say NBFC, so even there was some news regarding the NBFC. I think in the morning or yesterday's night there was some news regarding the NBFC. Now you can also see कि आज NBFC भी almost 3.5% गिरा है. That's a big amount. And साथ में OI built up भी हुआ है, means market participants are more confident about the downfall in the price. So this is a way of looking into here. Then if I say let's arrange through the price, which also should be doing. We saw the NBFC, auto ancillaries, then nothing else big. Then PSU bank, you can say that it's around 3.5% of price fall and the OI increase. So that's not like good enough, but not that big as we saw in the auto ancillaries and FMCG. Sorry, NBFC. So this is about the short giving me idea. Okay, boss. Key metal, power, pharma, PSU bank, lots of in the stocks sector is in the short side. Now, if we go and if I say about the longs, so आज कुछ खास नहीं था, but you can see even though the whole market, the whole FNO segment is on the short side, we saw oil and fertilizer. So let's, if we skip the oil, let's not much of the price movement, not even the OI movement. But we see the fertilizer sector as in whole, I can see the around 3%, 2.5% increase, or around almost 11% OI build up हुआ है. So I can see the market participants in looking with what they are looking into the price change in the fertilizer sector. They are also being supported by the market participant in a good way. So prices बढ़े, OI भी बढ़ा, means market participants had a good confidence over the price increase of this fertilizer sector. So this is the top-down approach which I follow. So this is what it gives me significant idea कि okay boss, पहले मैंने देखा कि पहले निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, उनका मार्केट कॉन्फिडेंस कैसा है, मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट का कॉन्फिडेंस कैसा है प्राइस डिक्लाइन और इंक्रीज में. फिर वी हैव सीन दैट कि पूरे एफएनओ सेगमेंट का डेटा कैसे पढ़ सकते हैं, कि कितने स्टॉक्स जो आपके लॉन्ग में, शॉर्ट में, कवरिंग में या लॉन्ग अनवाइंडिंग में, विच गिव्स एन आइडिया कि बैंक निफ्टी तो परफॉर्मेंस कर रहे हैं. अब पूरा एफएनओ सेगमेंट कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहा है. एंड आफ्टर दैट आई एम लुकिंग पर्टिकुलर एज अ sector wise. So now I can say if I want to look, I will much be more interested looking into the fertilizer sector from here. And from, if I want to see, I can see the auto ancillaries or the NBFC sector. So this process has become very clean and very keen efficient for me, that how I can look here. And if you look into the long unwinding side, so that's also an interesting point. So you can see the telecom sector here. The price decline is almost more than 3%, and the OI decline is also more than 10, almost 10.5%, which says कि बॉस टेलीकॉम सेक्टर के जो स्टॉक्स हैं वहां पे ओआई तो गिरा है और साथ में प्राइजेस भी गिरा है. सो जो मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स, so there's a possibility that market participants are booking profit here. Price has declined significantly. OI has also declined significantly. So this is a one way which you can come take on look into this telecom sector. So now we will go again to the symbol here. Now that's, it's a very complex, I would say, built up is little on the complex and very lengthy tool, but I would say that's a worth looking at this tool anytime. So we'll keep the reading all. So now we are segregating our data based on the sector we saw. So we saw the auto ancillaries where the price decline was huge and the OI also there. So if I say auto ancillaries, I had no idea कि Apollo Tires, Mothers and Sumi, they almost had the price decline of more than 3%, and the OI built up is it's more than 10%. Apollo Tires is more than almost more than 13%. So it's a good significant to consider looking into these two stocks, how this OI market participants are doing. Then if I say telecom, we saw. So there's only two, then idea. So I'm not. So there's a Bharti Airtel which is in the short, and the long unwinding in the idea, which took the whole sector. If you have noticed, even though there was a increase in the OI in the Bharti Airtel, but there's a cumulative decline in the telecom sector, which says कि okay boss, आइडिया में प्राइस चेंज भी काफी ज्यादा है, ऑलमोस्ट 6% के आसपास, और ओआई भी डिक्लाइन हुआ है, विच टुक द होल टेलीकॉम सेक्टर इनटू द नेगेटिव अनवाइंडिंग साइड. देन वी सॉ fertilizer. So when you say the fertilizer, so fertilizer sector in a whole was in the positive side. Now if I look here, I can see the UPL and Tata Chem. There's only two stocks of the fertilizer sector that is in the FNO segment. So you will here only see those stocks that are in the fertilizer segment. Now you can see more precisely कि boss UPL जो है वो पूरे सेक्टर को ऊपर लेके जा रहा है in terms of the price and the OI, और इसकी वजह से पूरा sector was in the long side. And if you look in the Tata Chem is very on the almost 5% down, and you can see the OI built up. So this is what I do look into the stocks. I do look into the how the market participants are looking into the particular stock sector or the whole indices. So this is about the first part of the build up. Now we'll quickly go through this cycle and the future OI. So cycle is a tool, and the main purpose of taking this cycle here is to have the large data in a very compact manner, and which is easy to use and easy to like very convenient to read the data. So if I say here that if I want to see last 20 years ka built up for any particular stock or in sector, which will be a very confusing thing to do looking into the daily price change, OI change. But here, with the help of the like color coding and the the colors which we have used to identify the types of built up, as in long unwinding, short covering, which helps to looking into the kind of built up that particular stock is going through. So if I say I want to see stocks that having a series of maybe long, short, or covering. So if I say Kolpal, there's a series of short building up here. Sorry. So there's a series of Kolpal. If you can see the series of short building up here. Sorry. Here I can see how I can look into the stocks which has been falling through a series of built up throughout the passage or throughout the days. Then if you say Havels, SCL Tech, then Tata Consumer, from the last 5 days, the short building up. So participants are more confident about the price decline here. When I saw here Bandhan Bank, you can see same with as a Tata Consumer price. Uh, the built up, the short built up is happening in the Bandhan Bank for the last 5 days. So the point of looking into the cycle is looking how, like in a continuous day, how continuous previous day the particular stocks are more interested, like how market participants are more interested looking into that particular stock of the price decline or the price increase. Same way, so there's really any on the long side. HDFC Bank today, in Petro, there was a one shot, but there's a long series of long that is going on. So this is where you can identify the stocks. So the point here, after looking the whole segment, looking at the whole broader picture, doing your top down analysis. So if I say built up and I go here to look, that I want to look for the last, that how the built up is going on for the last 20 days. Let's suppose, let's say for the last 20 days, I want to see the built up. So if I apply, I have the built up for the last 20 days. That's normal. Now I am more interested looking कि last 20 days में कितने वो stocks हैं जो long में थे. So if I say let's say 9 days, I want to see कि last 20 days में से at least 9 days long हुआ है किन किन stocks में. So I can filter out my stocks over here. I can see most of them like different sectors. So I can see SCL Tech, IBF First Bank, ITC, Nifty, PL, Tata Motors, UBL, Wipro. ये वो सारे स्टॉक्स हैं जिनमें लास्ट 20 दिन में से 9 दिन लॉन्ग में थे. मतलब प्राइस has been supported, price movement has been like price increase has been supported by the market participants, and they were building a long position here and there. And there was some unwinding also of the long position which has happened, but more on the side there was a series of long which has happened here. And if I say let's take out of 20, I want to look 10 days किन stock में long हुआ. निफ्टी, टाटा मोटर्स एंड विप्रो, ये बस 3 ही स्टॉक्स हैं जिनमें लास्ट 20 दिन में से 10 दिन लॉन्ग बिल्टअप हुआ है, मींस प्राइसेस इंक्रीज हुए हैं, वाई भी इंक्रीज हुआ है. So this is a point which should be considering while screening your stocks, looking how market participants are building their bets on these stocks from the last maybe for the 10 days or 15 days. The point here is to knowing that अगर काफी ज्यादा लॉन्ग हो रहे हैं तो देयर माइट बी पॉसिबिलिटी कि आफ्टर अ पॉइंट देयर माइट बी अनवाइंडिंग. अगर ज्यादा लॉन्ग हो रहे हैं देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि लुकिंग इनटू कि 10 दिन में या 15 दिन में कैसे मार्केट लाइक हाउ द मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स placing their bets, so you will be more confident about that particular stock, looking into it कि okay 10 दिन से लॉन्ग बिल्डअप हो रहा है, Now I want to see the quantum of the built up that is going on. So if I looking in the stocks, I want to see the quantum of open interest that is being built up here. So after the cycle, I will be moving to the future OI historical. Here I will be looking into how that particular OI is being changing here. So this is for the mind tree. Let's take for the Nifty. So now here you can see, as we have discussed, so the green indicate the long, blue is indicating the long unwinding, yellow is indicating the short covering, and red is indicating the short build-ups. Here you can see the day-wise price and the OI, how the whether the OI has declined or increased. So here you can see after January 12th, the OI has slightly declined. That's not a very huge, but slightly has declined. You can say that long unwinding होने के बाद there is a short built up which has been here, which is giving an idea कि okay कि last with the help of price, like कि पिछले दिनों में price movement कैसा था, OI built up कैसा था. Now looking at the quantum which comes very significantly. So if you go to the absolute OI, here you can see how a particular OI has increased or how much a particular OI has increased or decreased. Because even there's a sure, like suppose negative 0.01% of price decline, and there's a, let's say, 0.01 of price increase. So that will count as a price decline, or this is include as a short because the prices has declined slightly and OI has increased slightly 0.01. That will be counted as a short. But that short is really worth looking at. This is what it gives me here कि अगर आज मैं देखूं तो OI increase is absolute OI increase is 2 lakh 7 2 lakh around 2 lakh OI absolute increase. उसके एक दिन पहले देखूं तो 15th of Jan को एब्सोल्यूट OI डिक्लाइन हुआ था अराउंड 3,80,000 से, और आज जो इंक्रीज हुआ है OI on the short side is just only 2,07,000. So the quantum of built up that is happening here, you should be looking into. So if I say this OI, this is nearly roughly 50,000 on January 50. So is it worth looking at this long? But if I say this long, which is around 17 like 92,275 absolute OI increase, this is something I should be consider looking into. और उसके नेक्स्ट दिन ही देखूं तो उसकी नेक्स्ट दिन OI जितना बिल्टअप हुआ था, सो द सीरीज ऑफ बिल्टअप लॉन्ग बिल्टअप जो हो रहे थे वो पूरा ऑलमोस्ट डिक्लाइन हो गया. So this is one point you should be looking into and considering into, that how OI has changing, whether it's significant enough to look into, or whether the like the significance of the OI change you should be considering from here. So the built up tool, so I would just roughly conclude my words for the built up. So built up, it's more on the part of looking into कि कैसे एक stock, like I mean to say कि if there's a price increase or decrease, so with the help of it, how the market participants are placing their bets or putting their confidence on it. So even they suppose there's a huge price increase, पर बॉस उसके साथ OI बढ़ा है कि कम हुआ है, that should be one point to look into. प्राइस बढ़ा है तो there's a possibility कि लॉन्ग भी हो सकता है और कवरिंग भी हो सकती है, शॉर्ट कवरिंग भी हो सकती है, एंड कवरिंग could be in a more dangerous side. So you should be considering into looking अगर कि prices तो बढ़ रहे हैं पर उसको market participants कैसे देख रहे हैं, whether they are decreasing their positions or increasing their positions, and if which should be the first point of looking into. ये चीज देखने के बाद फर्स्ट थिंग देखो कि पूरा मार्केट टॉप डाउन अप्रोच करते हुए कि पूरा मार्केट कैसा है, निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी कैसा सॉरी निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी में बिल्टअप कैसा हो रहा है, आफ्टर लुकिंग द होल मार्केट ब्रेथ, जो एक क्लियर आइडिया देता है कि पूरे एफएनओ सेगमेंट में नंबर ऑफ स्टॉक्स कितने लॉन्ग में है या कितने शॉर्ट में है, अनवाइंडिंग कवरिंग किन में हो रही है. उसके बाद लुकिंग इनटू द सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक, which I do, which gives us clear significance कि कि किन सेक्टर्स में कैसा बिल्टअप चल रहा है. इफ देयर इज अ ह्यूज इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज इन एनी पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर in terms of OI, then the stocks in that particular should be worth looking into. क्योंकि अगर मैं देखूं, अगर there is a 20% increase or decrease in the OI in a particular sector, then looking into the stock movement becomes very crucial point. Maybe there might be possibility that lots of stocks which might be having the huge increase and decrease in the OI, or there might be a few stocks which is totally changing the shape of that particular sector. So looking into it gives you the more clear picture than looking into the sectors and looking into the particular cycle of all the sectors or all the F&O stocks, which is telling you कि आज तो जो हुआ, सपोज आज हुआ बहुत सारे स्टॉक में शॉर्ट बिल्टअप, पर इस शॉर्ट बिल्टअप पहले कैसे बिल्टअप हो रहे थे. लाइक देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी, जैसे हमने कई स्टॉक देखे, आई थिंक टाटा कंज्यूमर, देन बंधन बैंक, जिनमें सीरीज ऑफ शॉर्ट बिल्टअप हो रहे हैं. सो टेकिंग अ काउंटर ट्रेड हियर वोंट मेक अ सेंस, बट टेकिंग गोइंग अकॉर्डिंग टू ट्रेंड कैन मेक अ सेंस. सो इफ आई से कि अगर बंधन बैंक में शॉर्ट बिल्टअप ही हो रहे हैं, प्राइस एंड वाई डिक्लाइन, प्राइस डिक्लाइन हो रहा है, मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर इनटू मोर looking more confident about the price decline, so they are also increasing their position. That's why shorts are building up. So if I say Bandhan Bank, let's look here. So you can see, first we'll see the cumulative OI. So if I say from, मैं देखूंगा अगर October, let's say from February 2020, roughly in an year. So I can see here at this point August, the increase in the OI. You can see जो प्राइस डिक्लाइन हुआ था यहाँ पे, उस प्राइस डिक्लाइन में कितना ज्यादा ओआई बढ़ा था. प्राइस वाइज ऑलमोस्ट ओआई वाज ऑलमोस्ट 10 लाख के आसपास. अगस्त में प्राइजेस बंधन बैंक के गिरे थे और साथ में ओआई इंक्रीज, यू कैन से 10 मिलियन से ऑलमोस्ट 32 मिलियन तक का ओआई हो गया था. सो दैट्स अ पॉइंट ऑफ लुकिंग हियर कि how market participants are like increasing their position or decreasing their position in the price increase or decrease. And after that you will see the prices were still slashing here, but confidence of that slashing price, मतलब यहाँ पे अगर आप देखें तो market participants का जो confidence था price slash में वो कम हो गया था. But after that, even though prices were increasing, but OI data you can see the word declining, which gives a significant key. Okay, even though there's a price increase, market participants are not confident enough to go with it. But if you see the recent data जो कुछ टाइम में हुआ है, so now you can see almost 10 to 12 मिलियन के आसपास OI था, ये OI पहुंच गया 22 मिलियन के आसपास. You can see जो शॉर्ट बिल्टअप हो रहा है बंधन बैंक में and the increase in the OI. You can see the series of increase in the OI and the price decline from almost 420 to 360, which is giving a significant idea कि okay boss, market participants have really increased their positions in the Bandhan Bank for the price decline. So this is how I look into the data, looking into the significance of the OI. Then I see the absolute OI, which gives a more better clear picture of the price increase or decline. You can see that from almost 12th of January, 52 lakh 25,400 absolute OI. That's an increase in the OI for the price decline. Then 26 lakh. So you can say a good amount of OI has been increased for the price decline. So this is one of the point looking into that how market participants are confident for the price decline or increase. प्राइस डिक्लाइन तो हो रहा है बॉस, पर उसके साथ मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स कैसे उसको देख रहे हैं, कितना उस पर कॉन्फिडेंस दिखा रहे हैं. सो दिस इज वन पॉइंट यू शुड लुक इनटू. इफ यू लुक हियर, द प्राइसेस वर डिक्लाइनिंग हियर, बट prices we can see the prices has declined here, पर OI built up इतना नहीं था. So this is not a significant decline. You can see here जब prices बढ़ रहे थे तो market participants were actually going out of their position. There was an increase slightly, but there was there's a decline. So you can consider looking the data, how the market participants are more confident, or how market participant confidence level which you can check here, how the OI is changing. So this is what it helps me to gauge a good idea about the price decline or price increase, and more particularly giving me idea how the market participants are looking into that particular decline or increase. Because looking into कि 420 से प्राइस अगर आज ऑलमोस्ट 421 से 354 355 के आसपास है, एंड इसी बीच में you can see the amount of built up that is going on the short side, which is a clear picture कि they are more confident for the price decline. So this is a one way of looking into data, reading into it, and be on a more practical side of looking how a particular whole like not in the derivatives market participants are looking. In the same way, you can do so for the sector cycle. One second. Sorry. So you can see all the sectors here. You can see the kind of build up that is going on. Private bank, series of short, IT series of short. Then auto ancillaries, that's a 2 days of short. Then pharma, reality, that's more on the short side. Then you can see reality, telecom, that's more on the long unwinding side, infra unwinding side. This is how you can gauge an idea about here. So Nifty financial stock, that's in the green. So we are avoiding it. That's a newbie in the Nifty financial stocks is a newbie. So we can avoid that. And then you can same look into the sector OI data, that how a particular sector is doing, that how the market participant putting their confidence. So if I say there's a huge increase or decrease in the OI along with the price fluctuation. So if I say that the price like if I say this point, they were slightly increasing in the price over here, a slightly increase, but the OI was not good confident enough. But if you say from November, almost from, let's take from November 3rd to November 24, you can see that there's a price increase, or meanwhile you can see the OI increase level. So it's also OIs is also increased here, but you can see for this price movement, OI is not sufficient enough. So this is what you should be gathering, having a good idea and looking into the data, looking into the how market participants are looking. So this was a small demo about the built up tool, looking into how you can use all these things. Now we will move to the next tool. So if you guys have any problem, or if you want to know anything about more about the built up tool, sorry, you can please ask us. Mr. Rajveer Singh. So, Mr. Rajveer, we are more. So here we are more looking towards about the demo session, that how we can use it, and buying and selling totally depends on you, that how you are looking into the stocks. There's a possibility my point of view, your point of view would change. So we are looking more precisely that how you can use this application to make a better vision for your setup of trade. Yes, this is also available in the YouTube. You can also have a recording of this. You can see this session on the YouTube. I think we are clear with the built up tool, and if we are clear with the built up tool, like that's a demo session. I know we are not taking the much deep depth of this. This is because it's a really big tool, and it's a very informative tool if we go more and more. But if I think for a demo purpose, we are more clear with the tool, that how you can use this tool, and if you are okay with it, so we can move to the next tool. And please comment that you can put on the chat box that if you have understood about this tool. So I think we are good to go ahead for the next demo session, for the next demo tool. So we are taking the FNO news. So this is one of my personal favorite tool, and this is I go through all the time. Mr. Pushpak, so we are taking IV tool in the next session. Uh, I will surely take the IV tomorrow, and at the same time, so we'll do the IV tool in depth, looking at the IVP and IVR surely tomorrow. Uh, so we are moving towards the FNO's news tool. We are so what is FNO news and why we have included this? So there's a so tell me one thing. So if I say that's around 140 instrument, I mean to say stocks and indexes. There's a Nifty Fin that's 141 or 142 almost derivative, 138 or 39. There's around stocks and three indices that's in the derivative segment. So if I look into that particular one stock, if I say like five, if I look into the option chain from at the money, if I say in the money for the call, out of the money call, let's say three strikes above and below, and same with the put. So roughly around six strikes from a particular stock, and Nifty Bank Nifty have the trading for like lots of strikes, like more out of the money, deep in the money, deep out of the money, deep in the money. They have the trading for that. But on a basis, let's say there's a six active strikes and for the whole FNO segment. And if I say there's around 140 stocks, so how much it goes? It goes to, let's say, 1,000 strikes in overall. 1,000 strikes were there. Active strikes. I'm just giving a rough calculation. Say around 6 strikes, three from the call, three from this. It goes to 12. So around 12, 2,000 strikes. So if I say call side से 6 strike means in the money 3, in the out of the money 3, put के लिए in the money 3, out of the money 3. So now let's say if I say 10 to 12 strike active strike, वैसे तो काफी ज्यादा एक्टिव स्ट्राइक्स होती है काफी सारे स्टॉक्स में, पर फॉर एग्जांपल and we have around 140 141 instruments, so it roughly goes, let's say, around 2000 or 2500 strikes है. टेल मी हम उसमें से कितने को ट्रैक कर सकते हैं, विच इज नियरली इम्पॉसिबल फॉर द टू ट्रैक ऑल ऑफ देम और टू गेन आइडिया कि किस स्टॉक के किस स्ट्राइक में कितना प्राइस मूवमेंट आ रहा है, ओआई मूवमेंट आ रहा है, एंड लुकिंग इनटू इट. बट with the help of the FNO news, we can do that easily. So there's some constraint in the FNO news as well. So you can't actually go and search for a particular stock, then search for कि okay, let's take SDFC बैंक है, आज SDFC बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है, मुझे देखना है कि हर एक स्ट्राइक में कितना कितना चेंज आ रहा है. दैट आई कैन डू थ्रू ऑप्शन चेन. बट मेरे को 140 स्ट्राइक सॉरी स्टॉक्स में देखना है कि किन स्ट्राइक्स में कहाँ पे कितना मूवमेंट आ रहा है, विच इज नियरली इम्पॉसिबल फॉर अ सिंगल पर्सन टू डू सो. इफ आई कम टू एफएनओ न्यूज और मुझे जानना है कि पूरे मार्केट में वो कौन से स्ट्राइक्स हैं जिनमें अभी मूवमेंट है. इट कैन बी बेस्ड ऑन द ओआई प्राइस एंड द आईवी. If I'm looking here, so this is a Nifty. So Nifty का I have no idea कि there's a 14,500 के put पे there's a short covering going on. Short covering means prices has increased and OI has decreased. But 15,100 के call option पे there was today, आज के दिन में there was a short built up. OI you can see 150% से increase हुआ है और साथ में price decline हुआ है around 40% से, which is giving me idea कि call side में for the Feb month की series में call side पे there's a short build up that is going on. निफ्टी के पुट साइड में कवरिंग हो रही है, which is say कि जो पहले short position से they are covering their short position, prices increase and OI has declined. So giving me an idea कि okay boss कि किस स्ट्राइक पे कितना OI IV चेंज हो रहा है या प्राइस चेंज हो रहा है, किस सीरीज का डेटा है. So here on the like in every 5 minute data is get updated. You can see that how a particular कि किसी स्टॉक के इंडाइसेस लाइक निफ्टी, बैंक निफ्टी या किसी भी एफएनओ स्टॉक के किस स्ट्राइक में मूवमेंट हो रहा है. So data here comes automatically in every 5 minute snapshot data. So Quantsapp right now have the 5 minute snapshot data. So here you can see कि in every 5 minute what are the changes that has has happened in the whole FNO segment. So you can say there's lots of like Mannapuram, ICICI General Insurance. So if I say ICICI General Insurance, 28 Jan expiry, 1540 and 1560 call option. कॉल ऑप्शन में शॉर्ट बिल्टअप हो रहा है, ओआई इंक्रीज हो रहा है, प्राइस चेंज हो रहा है. सो there is a more of the short side on the call. So when you are shorting an option, you don't want, so if I'm shorting a call option, so I don't want कि prices मैंने जहाँ पे short करा है उसके ऊपर जाए. अगर उसके ऊपर जाते हैं तो I will be in the loss. So when you are doing a short option, तो market participants are more looking towards कि इसके price नीचे ही रहे. If I'm shorting a call option, so they want prices to be below 1540 or 1560 as the case may be. So OI has increased quite like more than 100%. Price has declined by around 30%. Average if I take. So there's a short build up that is going on. Then if I say if I go more, Sun Pharma. Same with the Sun Pharma as we saw in the ICSA GI. 590 call option, 600 call option. There's a short build up that is going on. Market participants don't want the prices to go up above 590, 560. That's why in the Sun Pharma 600 call option, you can see the OI change, which is nearly 1850%, 1850%. Market participant, the amount of confidence they are showing up here, and they are building the short position here. So this is one of the point looking into that they are more keen looking shorting the call option here. They are more confident that prices won't go up, but this is something very OI data, and this is something market can change anytime. We are just analyzing it, how we are looking, how you can read the data in the FNO news for that particular time, and data can change anytime. Market participants can change their bets on a particular stock or index anytime. The data can shift anytime, anyhow. Even like suppose there are some times when OI wasn't like very less and suddenly OI increases. So that's up to very complex to do it. But we are just having a point of view that how market participants are looking at that particular time and how you can utilize this particular tool looking at this at those data. Then if I go say Infi. So in the Infi, sorry, that's a Nifty. Sorry, my bad. That's a Nifty. If I go more. So that's lots of strikes in UPL. And if you know that UPL was also in the top gainer today. So in the UPL, if you have noticed one thing, for the call option, there's a long build-up that is going on. And for the put, there's a short build-up that is going on in the today's session, which is indicating कि भाई कॉल में लॉन्ग बिल्टअप हो रहा है. OI काफी ज्यादा अच्छे से इंक्रीज हुआ है फॉर द 620 कॉल ऑप्शन, एंड प्राइस चेंज इज आल्सो गुड. ऑलमोस्ट 260% से प्राइस चेंज हुआ है इस पर्टिकुलर कॉल ऑप्शन का. 620 600 के कॉल ऑप्शन पे भी OI ठीक है, अराउंड 100% चेंज हुआ है. प्राइस इंक्रीज मोर देन 200%, which is giving you a long build-up. So I can say that the market participants were very confident. That's why they are building the long position in the call side. एंड अगर नीचे से देखें तो 560, 550, 540 ये ऐसी लेवल्स हैं जहां पे पुट शॉर्ट हुए हैं. मींस पुट शॉर्ट होना मतलब पुट बेचे गए, which is indicating that OI तो increase हुआ है and prices has declined over here. The short built up has been here, which is giving me idea that put writers don't want, like they are looking that prices won't fall below 560, 50 or 540. So this is one of the way looking into, but these are the just mere data of the market participant, possibility that the data might change. But at that particular point, जब ये न्यूज आया था अराउंड 3:14 पे, उस टाइम पे ये डेटा बता रहा था कि मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर बिल्डिंग लॉन्ग पोजीशन इनटू द कॉल साइड एंड ब्रिंग building short position on the put side. So this is a point of looking into the data and looking into how market participants are building their placement for into the option strikes of that particular strike. So if we have noticed here that even though we are not looking for the whole like can't see the whole, like for a normal human being we can't see the whole changes that is going on to the FNO segment, but here I can see that UPL today I had the knowledge कि okay वो शायद टॉप गेनर्स में था, बट मुझे ये नहीं पता था. If I say in the put side, you can see the quantum of OI increase for the 560 put option nearly 13,500 and 550 के put option में nearly 8,500. You can see the confidence that market participants are showing up for the writing they are doing on the put side. So this is gives you I would say a clear picture that how market participants are looking into that particular stocks. And I would say this is my personal favorite to see the stocks, to see how uh, the price movements are happening, how the OI is changing. So even rather than if there's not a significant price change, that is okay. But if there's a significant OI change, which can give a clear indication key on the put side, I can see that there's a huge confidence that the market participants are showing up by writing the puts. And on the call side, I can say for the 620 call option, the market participants are building on the long side and showing the good amount of confidence for that long. And for the put, I can see that they are showing good amount of confidence writing the put option. So put writers does not want prices to fall below 560, 550 or 540. That depends. This might be changed as the price, as the price of the underlying will fluctuate, as the price of the underlying fluctuates. So this was about the FNO news. So I will roughly take the some terms which are here. So we have discussed about the built up, that is short. So you can say if there's a OI increase and the price decline, you can see the short. And if there's a short covering, kind of short covering that a price has declined, sorry, OI has declined and price has increased, then there's a long, so I can say that PVR PVR call option 1520 there was a price increase. That's even this is very huge OI increase. You can see the prices hasn't changed a bit, but the confidence that market participants are showing on the call side is, it's I would say on the good side. So this is what it helps to gauge into the idea. Then if I say IOP, if you see the IOP here, IOP means index option and SOP means stock option. So these are the bifurcation of the type of option that's an index or stock option. Then here you can also use the linkability of the tools. So you can jump the synopsis, future OI, built up, or the built up sector from here. So this was about the FNO news. And if you have any doubts about that or if you want to know more, please let me know. So Mr. Parikshit has asked a question. Is there any way to get alert when there is such high built up? So, Mr. Parishit, as of now, we don't have any alert for it, but I would really like to take this feedback, and I will take up to this to the further that we can incorporate such a alert. But there are some limitations to it as well, and those are like if you say there's a sudden price movement action, and there's a like the whole market there's something going on, and there's a lots of stock who are into the whose IV or sorry whose OI or the price has increased or decreased in a huge way. So then it will be giving an alert for the every single thing. So this is something tool which is capturing the whole FNO market. FNO segment is capturing, and that's as we said there's around 2,000 or 3,000. Let's say active strikes for the example, and then you will be like बॉस है क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे हर जगह आप अलर्ट अलर्ट आ रहा है so rather than you can also check this in every 5 minutes 10 minutes it will hardly take you so if I say for the even you say the data here uh, there's lots of from here so if I say Apollo tires from this particular strip you can see the amount of strikes which has came here and around only one was there in the good amount of built up. But there's a possibility when the market is very volatile, there's lots of alert which will you will be getting. But surely I will like to take that point, and I will take that as a feedback, and we'll try to look into it. Apart from Mr. Parishit question, if somebody has a question regarding FNU news, can ask it, ask, and then we'll move to the next tool. So I think we all are clear with the FNU news tool, and we are good to go ahead. We'll look into the comparative analysis along with, and we'll see about the triggers. So triggers will go into. So any one of you are using the Quantsapp tool, and you guys have any idea about the triggers? Because this is one of the, I would say today I'm taking all the tools which I like and which is very useful when you are doing any trades. If anyone have any idea about it, so if you have an idea I would put my points, and otherwise I'll start from the scratch. So I'll say the option triggers. Okay, so option trigger is a tool which is giving me idea ki which are those stocks which can have a likely movement. I'm not saying ki it will have a movement, and I'm not saying ki there will be a movement. I'm saying which might have a likely movement. And how you can see that? So if I say if a stock which is trading that, so more precisely we are looking here the future prices of any of these stocks. So even in the concept, you the prices you will see the all prices will the future prices. So if I say that for any stock, let's say if a stock name XYZ which is trading, its future price is trading exactly at 1,000 rupees. Okay, and the same time the highest call OIs is also at the 1,000. So it means that that stock is standing at the highest OI, highest call OI. Now at that point, there might be a lots of positions which market participant might have built, which gives me an idea that how market participants are looking into the price movement. So if I say, if there's lots of writer coming into that particular positions, means they are more confident. I feel the call writers are coming, they are looking that prices won't cross the amount, like their prices. So if I say they are looking at the standing at the 1000, the writers are coming, the call writers are coming, they are adding new positions. That means they are more confident enough that the prices won't go up of the underlying or the future prices. At the same time, if I say that at the level of 1000, the call writers are removing their positions, like they are exiting their positions. Now that could be a sign of a likely movement. There's a possibility. And why is that? So if I say, and if I say, like, take my example, if I say ki, okay, if you come and ask me, Gaurav, at the level of 1000, there's lots of call writers are removing, they are exiting their position. So it's going to mean that they are slightly nervous. They are slightly, uh, they are not confident that if they are writing a call option on that particular level, so they are not getting confidence of holding that position, and they are having a, I would say, in a mind of that prices will go up. So अगर मैं कहूँ कि 1000 पे कॉल राइटर्स जा रहे हैं, means they are slightly nervous, they are feeling some sort of nervousness at that level. But अगर मैं कहूँ कि 1000 के लेवल पे और कॉल राइटर्स आ रहे हैं, तो I can say the call writers call writers are more strong and getting heavy at that point. So looking into that data gives a clear significance of any of these stocks. So this is a point of view we see through the highest call. In the same way, you can see the highest put, but the data should be like looking into that the put writers are getting heavy. Then you can say that they don't want prices to fall below, and put writers are getting weak, that they might be looking that prices might go down. That's why they are exiting their positions. So there's a way of looking into it. So in the option trigger, on the left side you can see the highest call, and the right side you can see the highest put. Here you have all the FNO stock, and below that future price. So we'll directly jump off looking into the data. So I will sort the highest difference. So if you say if you have noticed about the call difference and the put difference, so this difference indicate कि अगर like suppose नौकरी 4898 पे है, it's almost 4899 पे है, और हाईएस्ट कॉल बिल्टअप हो रहा है 6000 पे, तो इनके बीच का डिफरेंस दैट इज रफली 20 to 23%. सेम वे नौकरी 4899 पे और 4800 पे हाईएस्ट पुट बिल्टअप, हाईएस्ट पुट है, एंड इनके बीच का डिफरेंस दैट इज नियरली 2%. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट विच यू कैन लुक इनटू कि कौन से वो स्टॉक्स हैं जो अपने हाईएस्ट कॉल या पुट के आसपास है. तो इफ यू सी एनी डिफरेंस इन दी वाइट, दैट इंडिकेट कि जो डिफरेंस है वो 5% से ज्यादा है. It can be on the +5 or the -5. Or if you say any difference that is in the yellow, मतलब जो हाईएस्ट कॉल और पुट या हाईएस्ट कॉल पुट का डिफरेंस है फ्यूचर प्राइसेस से, वो डिफरेंस 2% से लेके अप टू 5% है. और अगर ग्रीन में मतलब जो डिफरेंस है वो 0 से 2% के बीच में. If I scroll down and go below here, so there's I think only Bajaj Auto, Bajaj Auto, ITC, PVR, then SDFC, Reliance, PA. ये सारे वो स्टॉक्स हैं if you are looking this side, which are more towards their highest call OI. If you look बजाज ऑटो, बजाज ऑटो का भाव चल रहा है आज 3,580 के आसपास और हाईएस्ट कॉल है 3,600 पे, काफी पास में, ज्यादा दूर नहीं है. नाउ यहाँ पे हम ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड हैं कि कॉल राइटर्स कैसा बिहेव कर रहे हैं. Either they are increasing their position at this level or decreasing. So if I say यहाँ पे call writers are more like are increasing their position, they are showing confidence on the price, on this particular level, and they are building their positions. It means कि they are looking कि भाई यहाँ से अभी prices, they don't want prices to go up. They are looking, वो नहीं चाहते कि यहाँ पे prices जाए, and that's why they are building more position here. In the same way, but if I look into the HDFC Bank, 4,180 का भाव चल रहा है, 1,500 पे कॉल ऑप्शन हाईएस्ट कॉल हुआ है. इस लेवल पे यू कैन सी द कॉल राइटर्स आर वेरी नर्वस. ऑलमोस्ट 13% से कॉल राइटर्स ने अपनी पोजीशंस निकाली है. चेंज इन OI इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 13%, which is giving me they are showing some kind of jitterness, they are showing some kind of I would say nervousness at this point, and they fear that prices might come up. That's why they are exiting their position from this level. So this is the one point of looking into, that which are those stocks which are very near to their highest call or the highest put, which are more after looking into it, how the OI data is changing, how market participants are either increasing their bets or decreasing their position. So this is a point of looking here. Then in the same way, you can see the put difference, how the I would say. So if I sort the data here, so Balkrishna, Jindal Steel, Sun TV, ICICI, Reliance Bank, RBL Bank, sorry, Cadila Healthcare, ये कुछ ऐसे स्टॉक्स हैं, एशियन पेंट, टीवीएस, JSW, ये वो सारे स्टॉक्स हैं जो अपने हाईएस्ट पुट पे खड़े हैं. So if I say let's take the ICICI, no, that's not so good data. So if I say let's take RBL Bank or Jindal Steel, that's a roughly same. So if I say Jindal Steel, so Jindal Steel at present at almost 281, 280.9 का भाव है, almost 281. हाईएस्ट पुट खड़ा है 280 पे. यहाँ पे अपन देख रहे हैं कि जो हाईएस्ट पुट है काफी पास में, काफी नजदीक है, और इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे put writers has increased their position, which means they are more confident that prices won't, they don't want prices to go below 280, and they are looking कि prices नहीं जाएंगे. But there is a possibility prices can go down. Nobody can say. There's a possibility that that price will revert from here, but there's also a possibility that prices can go down. But the put writers are thinking prices won't go down. That's why they are increasing their bets here. They are looking more precisely how the OI has. So we are looking more precisely how the data over here is. So they are building more confidence at this level. But if I say Bajaj, let's say Cadila Healthcare. Cadila Healthcare is at around 472 and 470 का highest put option है. Now you can see at this level, highest put level के level पे, market participants has actually reduced their position, and by so they are feeling hitness, they are feeling some jitterness. Put writers are feeling some discomfort at this level. That's why they are reviewing their position and then think prices might come fall down or something. So this is one of the point which you should be looking into, that how so it is basically helping you out to find out which are those stocks which are nearly to their highest call and highest put, and more precisely how the market participants are placing their bets on this particular level. So this is option triggers, and this is what I usually see all the time, looking into the movement that is happening into these stocks. So we'll, before further proceeding to the next tool, so if you have any doubt, you can ask, and then we'll proceed to the next tool. Mr. Rajveer has asked a question. Please explain Jindal Steel call and put both side. So, Mr. Rajveer, it's very simple to look into this data. So Jindal is trading future price. So more precisely, these are the future price. 280.1. That's roughly 281, I would say. Highest put खड़ा है 280 पे, and highest put pay, put writers has increased their position, which means they are feeling more confident about that. They are looking that price won't fall, but it's not such that prices can fall. But it's, we are just analyzing how the market participants are looking here. They are looking that put writers are increasing their bets, means they are looking the prices won't fall. This is one point. And if I say from the highest call side, highest call stand at 300, which is very far. That's around roughly 6.87%. So Jindal still highest call is around 7% away from it. The point of here, I can say at the level of 300, you can see the call writers. कॉल राइटर्स वो होते हैं जो देखते हैं कि प्राइजेस ऊपर नहीं जाएंगे, एंड दे आर लुकिंग इनटू, इफ यू कैन सी हियर, around 47 40 almost 45% call writing increase हुई है, looking into that call writers are increasing their positions, looking into that prices won't go further away than this, that the level of strike. So this is kind of, the call riders are more heavier on this part, uh, in search of the Jindal still. So even though put writers are increasing their bets, but the call writers are the more confident or increasing their bets. So here, from here, you can also jump to the option chain, open interest, and option gain. So we'll go to the open interest. Going to the open interest, here you can see, so this is a new addition which Quantsapp has bought here, bought in the open interest. And looking into the data, like kind of data, like if I say, uh, if I want to analyze whole chain of an option of any stock or index, I can see the how the strikes of that particular stock is doing. So it's giving me a bird view idea. So if I say highest 300 ka call hai, can see the increase in the call. So you can see the call addition is being highlighted. But at the same time, put writers has reduced their position, and this is what something which shows that put writers are little nervous, and call writers are getting very high, heavier in it. And looking from the downside, 280 call option, there's an increase in the call side and the put side both, but the quantum of put is higher, that like as compared to the put call, sorry. So it's giving me a slightly indication of this my resistance and the support level, looking how I can see that the likely movement in the stock. But if there is some big movement that if that came, then this significance level in the terms of resistance support will change. This might be there's a decline in the call side. There might be a decline or the increase in the call. So the data will change in every second, minute, and but just we are looking how the market participants are doing in that particular stock. So this was about the in trap indicator. Sorry, triggers, where you are looking which are the stocks and the likely movement in it. So if you have any other question. Mr. Rajveer, I can't say like what to go further with after looking into data. So we are looking more towards the demo side and data analysis, which Quantsapp is providing. But view is what you have to take, the decision you have to take. But having a good data, having a sophisticated data where you can see that what are the things that is going on, so you can do so. I sorry, but I can't say anything about the what to do, what like on the basis of whether to go long or short or something. More precisely, we are looking at how we can read the data, how we can gain an idea and the knowledge of the market participants. Taking a trade, it's all on the your side. So this was about the option trigger tool, and I think we have gained us a bit knowledge about using how you can use the data, how you can use the this tool precisely. And if we are good to go, we'll jump to the next tool. Or if you have any other questions, please ask. So I think we are good to go further. So we are taking the last tool for the day, that is comparative analysis, and this is it's not purely for the options, but this is something which gives us significant idea how different stocks has performed as compared to the other stocks. So this is one of the one time tool, I would say, but this goes very good and well while comparing the stocks and looking into how the I would say the movement that has happened. So sometimes we think that यार निफ्टी तो बढ़ गया, बैंक निफ्टी भी बढ़ गया, पर कितना बढ़ा, किस टाइम से कितना बढ़ा है, मुझे जानना है. आई वांटेड टू नो कि जो प्राइस मूवमेंट आ रहा है, जो इनमें जो मूवमेंट आया है फ्रॉम अ लॉन्ग टाइम, कितना है एज कंपेयर टू बोथ, कितना बड़ा है. इफ आई वांटेड टू नो कि चलो ये तो मेरे पास निफ्टी है, एट द सेम टाइम इफ आई वांट टू नो कि निफ्टी, इफ आई से कि 20 अक्टूबर है, तो मैं मेरे को लंबे समय से देखना है. आई वांट टू नो कि जनवरी, सो वी हैव दी मार्च में, वी हैव दी, सो लेट्स टेक फ्रॉम फरवरी फर्स्ट. सो आई वांटेड टू नो कि फेब फर्स्ट से आज ऑलमोस्ट 18th ऑफ जनवरी है, तो हाउ द प्राइस मूवमेंट हैज हैपेंड, प्राइस हैज चेंज. एंड इसके साथ मुझे जानना है कि अगर मैं देखता हूँ कि फर्स्ट ऑफ सॉरी फेब के फर्स्ट में अगर मेरा उस दिन से लेकर आज मेरा प्राइस में कितना मूवमेंट आया, तो आई कैन से कि फर्स्ट फेब 2020 से आज मेरा प्राइस मतलब देयर इज अ इंक्रीज इन द निफ्टी by almost 22%. You can see here. So Nifty has increased 22%. But if I say कि मेरे को जानना है कि फर्स्ट फेब से जो हमारा स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है, मार्च 23 या 24 को निफ्टी कितना गिर गया था, तो आई कैन से ऑलमोस्ट 35% निफ्टी हैज has declined from 1st of February to March 23. So this is what this is giving me a significance of 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 a particular index or say stock, how it has moved. So now let's add here. So if I say कि मुझे निफ्टी के साथ बैंक निफ्टी जानना है और देखना है, so I will clearly search बैंक निफ्टी. Now I want to see how much the difference is, how much nifty and bank nifty has moved. So we are taking my first is initial price, initial session as my 1st of February. So even you can see here, the 1st of February, bank nifty and nifty both is zero. There is no price change. But if I go to the 23rd March, so I can say कि 1 Feb से लेकर 23rd March तक बैंक निफ्टी has fallen more as compared to the Nifty. Bank Nifty has fallen almost 43.5%, whereas Nifty has fallen 35% around. And if I say कि उस fall के बाद निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी का आज तक का परफॉर्मेंस कैसा है, मींस 23 मार्च के बाद से कितना ऊपर आए हैं, so I can say so if I say कि first Feb से, that sorry for the correcting it, sorry from the first Feb से, पिछले साल के फेब से अभी तक निफ्टी और बैंक निफ्टी का परफॉर्मेंस कितना रहा है. आई कैन से निफ्टी ओनली 6% से अप हुआ है, बैंक निफ्टी ओनली 6% से अप हुआ है और निफ्टी ऑलमोस्ट 22.3% से अप है. सो इट्स गिविंग मी अ बर्ड आई व्यू कि किसी एक पॉइंट से निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी कितना चेंज हुआ है. सो देयर आर मोर लॉट टू डू हियर, विल टेक वन बाय वन. नाउ लेट्स गो टू द मार्च 23. So this is a point where we have seen the dip. March 23 से मुझे जानना है, so I can say कि March 23 से almost Bank Nifty has performed almost, they are performing par to par. But if I say till October 30, you can say कि Bank Nifty has underperformed as compared to Nifty. But October के बाद 2020 October के बाद at this point, Bank Nifty has taken some pace and tried to catch up with the Nifty. And today you can see the almost Nifty and Bank Nifty have the same level of return since the fall. So this is a point where you can see how much is indices has done. Now I want to see, because there are lots of stocks. So let's take SDFC Bank here. I want to compare Nifty, Bank Nifty and SDFC Bank now. At the same time, I want to add, let's say, Reliance. So we are taking purely for the looking purpose, example purpose, how we can use this tool to have a more idea about any of the stocks or index. So if you can suggest many stocks which you want to add, so I would really add that stock and we'll compare how the stock movement has happened over the period of time. We'll take, let's say Britannia, that's FMCG company. So here we can add the max to max 5 stocks. So now if I'm taking it, these are my 5 stocks and I'm comparing since 23 March. So I can say how the over a period of time, so this is roughly this point, huh? Yeah. So I can say on 16th of September, so since April, May, June, July, August, September. So from the dip of 23 March, उसके 6 महीने बाद, I can say Bank Nifty were only the least performing. It has performed almost 34-35%, but it's the least performing among all of them. Britannia has gained almost 80% since 23rd March. SDFC Bank almost 42%, Nifty 53%. Reliance has gained almost 100 and more than 160%. That's huge. So here we are just comparing how the movement has happened. But if you can see after that, these 4 stock, Nifty, Bank Nifty, SDFC Bank and Britannia, was slightly going upside and Reliance has fallen down. So you can say, if I say कि 23 मार्च से लेकर आज मैं खड़ा हूँ almost 18 जन पे, now I can see Nifty has performed almost 88. Now you can see the Reliance का जो performance 163 164 था वो गिर के 123 पे आ गया. निफ्टी, एचडीएफसी बैंक, ब्रिटानिया भी थोड़ा गिरा, पर बैंक निफ्टी, ये कुछ स्टॉक्स जो इंडाइसेस थे और स्टॉक्स थे जो बड़े हैं, और पर रिलायंस यहाँ से गिरा है. So this is what we are comparing different stocks. So we can compare any of the indices and stock at the same time, and then we can change our period, and we can see what are the changes which are happening here. Here you have the key factors here as well. So we saw about the price change. So these are all the future prices. Then the OI change. This is something which is very important. So I will just remove some of them stock so we can have a better picture. To remove this. So this is the rollover data, rollover change, OI change data. Sorry, not rollover. This is OI change data. Here you can say how the OI has changed, whether it's declining or on the increasing side for any of the stock or the indices. So you can say the bank nifty is mostly on the positive side, whereas the SDFC bank and nifty is a negative side for the OI chain. Same way you can see the IV of all these stocks. You can see how the IV has increased or decreased. And if you have noticed today, the Nifty IV was up around 13-14% when I checked in mid at 12 something, 12 or 11:30 or 1, and India VIX was up almost 5% something, which is a sign. And if you know that India VIX in the level of 25, which was the level of November, so some sort of volatility is coming back. Even you can see today there's a almost 100, there's a good dip in the Nifty and bank Nifty, and so we can see that how IV is changing, market participants having the more fear among them. So this is what you can use, this is how you can use the comparative analysis. Then you can see the date wise performance. So this is the IV, I think. So we'll take the price change. You can see the how on a particular day basis the price change has happened from your starting point, that is 23rd March. So this was about the demo session of the today's Quantsapp tool. We saw a bit about the built up, we saw triggers, we saw the FNO news, and in the comparative analysis. So if you guys have any doubt, if you guys have any questions about it, please you can ask us. And taking the question answer session, I will roughly take you through the concept side. So we are also coming with the Symposium event, which will be on the 23rd and 24th Jan. So what is Symposium? Symposium is the India's largest option conference where speakers around the world, domestic speakers come here and they talk about the lots of different things, as in they talk about how they have managed difficult times, how they have survived into the options when the market was crashing, when the market was going against them, how the amount of strategies they have used. The strategies they have used. And they will talk about the strategies they use in the regular practice for the retailers and for the institutionals. They will discuss how you can handle the volatility. So there was a huge volatility today, as which we have discussed. There was a price decline. So how to set up your trade, how to look into the data. You will be having a good picture. You will be having a brief idea of listening from all around the world. These are the one of the persons who are leading into the derivatives, and you can see there's a Algo Quantify Capital Pro Alpha director. Then we are also inviting the option trader, full-time intraday trader, and specialist of the financial sector. So these are some people who will be discussing their view. They will be discussing how they use different strategies in different scenarios. So you can join us on the symposium. You can have a better learning approach for it. You can join us through becoming a concept family, or you can also get the tickets. You can go through subscribe application or subscribe advisory. If you go to the application, so 1 year 1 year concept annual subscription plus option symposium offer will cost you 15,750, and this is what you can do through annual subscription. And 1 year annual subscription cost only 14,750, but by paying 1,000 more, you can get the option symposium offer. So this was the about the today's session, and I would say if you have any doubts and any question regarding the today's session, please you can mail us. Sorry, you can ask in the chat box. And still you have any question, you can also contact to the respected person in the Quantsapp, or you can mail us uh, at the concept at support@concept.com. So I think we all are done with it. For any query, you can call us or mail us at concept at support@concept.com. And I hope you have liked this demo session. I hope you have learned something more about the concept tools, and I wish you a good trading session, sir. Thank you for joining us today and be a part of Concept family. We are always on the process of learning and will be on the process of learning forever. So we'll see you tomorrow. So every day we bring up comes with a new topics. Sometimes we do repeat it, but we try to come up with the new topics and a new point of looking into concept tools. I hope you will join us tomorrow as well. So bye and have a good trading sessions.